found out that you used to be an activist with the Sierra Club back in the 80s. Can you tell our audience a little bit about your experience volunteering with the Sierra Club and the work that you did?
Well, I did. I was always concerned about the planet, the future, and the environment. And as I looked at different groups to get involved with, I saw that to me it was the Sierra Club was really the preeminent one, where people were active and involved. I went to a few meetings and kind of became hooked. And I actually had the opportunity to represent the Sierra Club at a field hearing for the United States Senate to talk about ozone levels as a pretty young activist, and then I became a life member of the Sierra. So the Sierra's got me for life now that I'm a part of this great organization.
Wonderful. What makes the Sierra Club Michigan chapter's 50th anniversary important enough for you to spend your time with us here tonight?
Well, I think it's pretty straightforward. Is the environmental challenges that we face given the new administration coming in, that the challenges that we face as a country are significant, and the fact that we've got an administration that basically wants to undermine the battles that we have fought here in Michigan for 50 years with the Michigan Sierra Club, of attacks on the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, not just basic environmental protections, but some of the landmark legislation is under attack. So as we celebrate 50 years and the incredible accomplishments that have occurred over these 50 years, we really have to step up and understand that all of that now is at risk. And the next 50 years are going to be incredibly important. And today is really the day where everybody has to get up and understand that what we do today is going to impact the next 50 years. Just like the founding of this organization 50 years ago, we're at another point just like that. So I think this is a great event to kind of celebrate the past, and also a call to arms and a call to action that everybody knows that the next 50 years are going to be equally, if not more challenging.
What hope can you give to our audience and our members about the influence that we have or the difference that we're making in these battles?
Well, the Sierra always makes a difference. I mean, and you look at the history of this organization and fighting. It started with the creation of the Sleeping Bear Dunes as a place that's going to be, which I think is one of the most spectacular places on earth, by the way. We're blessed to have it here in Michigan. But it was the Sierra, a local organization here, that helped create that incredible legacy going forward. And so activism always works when you work together, when you are united, you make a difference. That's what we'll talk about, I know, throughout this evening together, and I'm confident that that's going to happen again in the future.
Senator, can you tell us what is one quick and easy thing that people watching on Facebook Live or Sierra Club members in general can do to have an influence and to get their lawmakers to be better environmental voters?
Well, you reach out to your local legislators. Make sure you're calling, you're emailing. Make sure that your voice is heard. It does make a difference. Certainly I can't speak for all members, but I look at the calls that are coming in. I look at the emails that are coming in, and when you see people speaking out, that makes a difference. And I will tell you, we are pulled, as you mentioned, we're pulled all sorts of different ways, and all sorts of different issues, all sorts of agenda items. And if we're not hearing about something in particular, it's gonna get ignored. And that's why the squeaky wheel is important. The squeaky wheel does get grease. The squeaky wheel does make a difference. And the passion that environmentalists have and folks in the Sierra Club have, they need to make sure that that voice is being heard on a regular basis. But I would say not just contacting your local representatives, whether it's Congress or calling, letting me know here as the US Senator. But we also have to make sure the narrative is out there. So use your Facebook, use your Twitter accounts, share stories about what's happening in Washington, where the administration, for example, is saying to zero out the Great Lakes Restoration Fund, which is absolutely outrageous, something as important as the Great Lakes. Share those stories with your friends, put them out, and make sure that people know what's happening so that we can recruit more activists, have more voices joining this fight.